the big man, Gaspar Hernandez, to kick things off here for the Reality of Wrestling this week, as we are seeing the return of Booker T to the building, as we saw him escorted last week, that led to the demise of Matty Ice's Reality of Wrestling Championship reign.
The Heat is being put in positions they would rather not be in. The Flames seem to be hampered down in recent weeks, but you know, this is a minor setback for a major comeback on this.
It might be a minor setback, but going into this, the mentality has to change, the mindset has to change. Booker T has to think of a better way to get these athletes a win than what he's been doing previously.
You want to go say that to him and him right now?
No, I'm going to sit right here while you stand over there.
I'm going to stand as far back as humanly possible.
And his opponent, from the same city, he is a Rocket,
Josiah John drew the assignment this week against Gaspar Hernandez, and you've got to imagine that he's got a tall task ahead of him, coming off of a loss just a few weeks ago, Brad.
Yeah, coming off of a loss, and what he's had a nice little run for himself. Some great momentum. 𝐬𝐸 giving him a loss, and I will say this, the Rocket's not coming out here with the same swagger and confidence as he has in weeks past.
He might not be coming out here with the same swag and confidence as you're saying, but he looks like he's coming out here more focused. I mean, look at the athlete across the way from him. He knows that this is going to be a challenge.
Absolutely.
Right now, Booker T just staring daggers at the Rocket.
Here, pretty resounding chants for Rocket. A lot of Roger Clemens fans in the building tonight, it seems.
Booker T already shouting instructions at Gaspar. You've got to imagine that he's trying to ensure victory for the Heat. As you mentioned earlier, Brad, things haven't really been going their way as of late.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there, Kirby. Carry on. And we're going to see if this will be a solid win for the Heat.
The bell has rung and this match is official.
Booker T shouting no playing games now.
Lock up here to begin things, but Josiah normally is able to boast a height advantage, but this time he's facing somebody that is not only taller than he is, but has more power to him. Oh! Big shot there to the midsection as Gaspar Hernandez is just delivering all kinds of punishment, all kinds of power, violence, and destruction towards Josiah right now, Brittany.
This is, and I think about this as a tactic on the Heat in general, is that they see Josiah John as a threat. Oh, they see him as somebody who is an up-and-comer. I mean, he is called the Rocket for a reason, and they're looking to take them out at the knees before they get too big. This is another edge stone we're dealing with, I do believe.
Now, a thing that I do want to point out, Brittany, we call him the Rocket, but you know who gave him that nickname. It was Booker T himself. Just a year ago, he saw the potential in Josiah, and for some reason, we haven't really seen that in the past couple months since the true formation of the Heat.
Because he's got other things to focus on. He can't just focus on Josiah all the time. Josiah needs to focus on Gaspar Hernandez, who's right now putting a whooping on.
Gaspar now into the cover here, one, but a kick out from Josiah. That fall away slam was done with purpose And that purpose was not to win a match, but to hurt Josiah, it looked like.
Oh, no!
Wait a second, Booker T not getting involved in the action. Referee needs to pay attention here.
No, he's just checking to make sure he was okay from that fall-away slam.
Are you sick?
Right?
That's not what I saw.
I think you need thicker glasses.
Gaspar Hernandez just staying on Josiah, not even giving him a second to breathe here, Brittany.
I mean, that is the tutelage of Booker T. Stay on top of your opponent until they no longer move, correct?
One might say the expert tutelage, if you will, as Gaspar, another big shot there to the back of Josiah. And I don't think Josiah's gotten any kind of offense in whatsoever here thus far.
Oh, trying, as it were, but...
There he goes. A little flurry of offense here. There was a flurry.
I was gonna say gets completely shut down. Gaspar tried to go for a back suplex, but he got caught, and now Josiah trying to do the same. But is he gonna be able to lift the giant up?
Not in the slightest right now, but you gotta think Gaspar's gotta be feeling pretty good. He's definitely the apple of Booker T's eyes. He's the one out of all in the heat who's never been pinned.
Well, that is a fun fact, Brittany Howard. Thank you for adding to the conversation.
I mean, it will be monumental if Josiah is able to get that pinfall victory. We have seen Josiah, get insurmountable wins before, and that is what led him to being called the Rocket. And that could happen once again here tonight and get the momentum back on his side.
Right to the face.
Josiah now going, it looked like he was going for the side kick, but instead gets turned around into the clothesline from Gaspar.
Here's the problem with Josiah John pulling from his regular moveset here is that Gaspar trains under Booker T. He knows that. If Josiah John wants to win this, he's got to pull out a whole new arsenal to defeat Gaspar.
Now he's just toying with him here.
Is this the kind of match that you expected here, Brad?
Yeah. To be honest with you, Gaspar has been a dominating force since the first time we saw him in reality of wrestling. Size, strength advantage. Oh, wait a minute. Drop kick. Drop kick, knocking the big man against the ropes.
And now Josiah, once again with a flurry of offense. The side kick got caught. And now Gaspar plants him down with authority. And Gaspar saying that it's over.
Best laid plans for the Rocket. Oh no.
And now the Rocket is gonna go for a ride that he doesn't want to go for, as being lifted up and pointed down with a choke slam. Gaspar says this is over too, and that's it. By far, the most dominant victory we have yet to see from Gaspar Hernandez here in the Reality of Wrestling arena, Brittany.
Not to take jabs, but the most iconic moment for the Heat now in most recent moments.
And Booker T just barking some trash talk to Josiah John.
Brad, they do say that you learn something from every interaction you have within the squared circle, and I think Josiah John has learned something today.
He just got his ass kicked.
Maybe the lesson is don't mess with the Heat.
Maybe the lesson is don't get your ass kicked.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting things just started here at the Reality of Wrestling. We've got a lot more action here for you tonight, but this moment right now belongs to Gaspar Hernandez and the Heat.